Child of destiny, independent beauty. No one else takes care of me. Charlie's Angels.
Good morning, angels.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Good morning, Charlie.
Hey guys, it's Anthony.
Hey, it's Vanessa. Oh, you the second one, sorry.
We gotta do this shit over?
Okay. Yeah.
So, fuck that. We're not doing this shit over. So, you guys know Chipa's not physically with us, but her presence is being felt on the phones. Say
Yeah.
hey, Chipa.
Hey.
She's coming to you live from her house with the C-Town connection. With the C-Town connection.
That's some fucked up shit. It's true, but you ain't had to say that shit.
Play business out on the streets like that.
So I'm hoping y'all can hear her. I mean, I can hear her.
But if not, then tough, because I'm not doing this shit over again. Put her near the... Put it
More
near,
near, more close?
Yeah, put it like literally next to it.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, you see a hating ass bitch. She tried to outshine me, as usual.
Can you see me, though? Because it helps.
I don't need to see you. I saw you yesterday, bitch.
Oh, I didn't see you today? Oh, no, I didn't see you today.
I feel like she's
We
coming
did see
clear.
each other
Okay,
in
good.
FaceTime earlier.
So,
So, I mean, I guess let's talk about the last 2 weeks.
what you been up to, Ian?
For me, the past 2 weeks has been vacation prep. You guys know that I'm going to Europe, and I've not.
When's the day again?
I fly out of JFK. We're not doing it through Boston, but I fly out of JFK on June 3rd, so my grandma's birthday.
And that's literally right around the corner.
I know.
Crazy.
The thing is, I've been so busy at work trying to make sure that everything is okay, and in the meantime, I applied for a new job,
What?
and I'm getting interviewed on May 18th.
Go in.
I know.
Yes,
I kind of don't want it though. I feel like I'm being pushed to do that.
Yep.
But if I get it, I'm gonna ask for an extraordinary amount of money.
Fuck extra. You gotta go high that way. They be like, you know what?
When they go low, we go high. I'm just gonna start high and see what the fuck they give me.
Exactly.
Because the worst that can happen is they say no, and if they say no, well then it's gonna be better than what I'm getting now.
Exactly.
So
That is great, and good for you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
I'm just trying to pay my debt off, so I don't have to work there anymore.
I hear that. Ann.
Your hair got long, bitch. Yes.
You know what? It did get long, and the thing is that when it gets long, I be wanting to cut it.
But because it's the summertime and you're gonna get hot and disgusted by it, but as soon as you cut an inch off, you're fucking like all over the place wanting to grow it out again.
I know.
Don't do it to yourself.
I don't know
It
what I
always
want
happens.
to
It always happens that way.
do. Right? Like I wish.
I do that to myself every year. Every year,
Why she sound like
around
that?
September, I chop my hair off.
Bitch, you breaking up. Is it that C-Town connection?
No, I think it's my damn Bluetooth headphones. Suck.
We're not
Goodbye,
this.
goodbye headphones.
We will literally hang up on you.
This is not the type of quality we want to give our
No.
listeners.
They deserve better, Chipa.
Listen, I guess I ain't charge them.
But yeah, that's just what's been going on in my world. I'm tired, really. Like I feel like I'm not sleeping well because I'm so stressed about what I need to do. Ultimately, it'll be fine. I just want to kind of be on the trip already. I don't want to think about shit here anymore. I just want to.
And
go
the thing is that the
enjoy.
closer it gets, the longer it feels like it takes to get there. It's always like that.
What'd you say, Chiba?
So you want to leave the U.S. behind you for a little while?
For just a little bit. But I have a friend right now that's overseas, and he's posting a lot of pictures on Facebook, and it gets me like excited and amped. And I've been looking at all the pictures that we took.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But I'm just tired of being here. Fucking tired of being here. But you know what's gonna happen? I close my eyes for 5 seconds before you know it, the trip's over.
I was just about to say that. Before you know it, it's gonna be over.
The most depressing thing will be waking up the day that I have to go home.
Right? It's like some people, like, they'll say, you know what, on the last day, we'll do this before we go home. But it's like, you're so depressed, you don't even want to do anything.
Exactly.
On that last
Because
day. Because
reality's
you're going home.
setting in and you're coming back.
But the reality will probably be we're going to be so fucking tired from walking
That is true.
that we're going to wish we were home already sleeping.
I remember. I needed a day. I said, you know what, I can't do this anymore.
But the crazy thing is, remember
aside
how
from-
we came back earlier in the week and we had a couple of days before we went to work?
Yep.
At least I did. I don't know about you.
You need a vacation from vacation.
Exactly. I'm going to come home on a Friday, and then that following Monday, I'm back to work. So I hope I'm not fucked up from Florida.
Otherwise, cough, cough, good night.
I'll just work from home, quote
You ain't
unquote.
shit.
Did we not just have this conversation, Vanessa?
I'm sick.
Right.
What about you, Vonnie? What's up with you?
I haven't been doing a damn thing.
But what's new?
Well, what's new? What is new? Well, the plan is to go back to school this fall semester.
Yeah.
Paid off. My mom so graciously paid off my school bill.
Come on, Mom.
Yes.
Did you already apply?
Yes, Mom, you came
I
through.
haven't applied. Well, you know what? This is the thing. I applied last year, and I paid the $80 fucking application fee and everything.
Yeah.
But because I wasn't
Because of what happened. Right. They took your money and ran.
They took my money and ran. So that's it. If after 6 months you don't do anything, you lose that. So these motherfuckers made a pretty penny.
But like, what you mean I gotta pay to apply?
Right? Like, what application? That's what I don't get.
Because if you don't select me, then I just wasted $80.
Right? Well, I don't understand this application fee. What exactly is the fee for?
You're already making money off me going to school.
Right. So what am I paying you a fee to apply? Are you not happy that I chose your school out of all schools?
Listen, I had choices and I made this one. Okay, be grateful because without my application, you wouldn't be meeting quotas, bitch.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I don't get it.
But it's a lot of these little hidden expenses that you sometimes just don't see.
Right. Like on the school that I used to go to, I received the invoice for it, a student fee. What the fuck do you mean a student fee? And it was like $250.
For what?
For what? For existing? I don't understand what.
What does this money do?
Right. Yo, these schools, they be raping people left and right.
Listen. I am $20,000 in debt in school loans, and I have nothing
to show for it
other than a diploma and some debt. Because I went to Sawyer, I graduated with high honors, and I couldn't get a job in it. So I got to pay all that money back, and I couldn't even get a job for a medical assistant. And that was like over, 12 years ago?
Yeah.
Then I decided to go back to school, and I went to Marinello's in East Hartford to do hair because I've always done hair. So I'm like, you know what, why not? I went 3 months in. Apparently they lost funding and didn't tell us until 2 months later when they were going to close the school down. So they closed the school down halfway through my school. And I'm like, what the hell? So I have to fight to get that loan off my shit. But also, before Marinello's, I went back to Sawyer to do a refresher course so that I can recertify to see if I could go back. And halfway through that course, that school shut down. And then here comes Marinello, and I'm halfway through, and that school shuts down. So I'm like, what in the fuck is going on
You got
here?
all the bad
I
luck,
have all
Chipa.
this damn debt.
For real.
So Michael was like, just go to the hospital and get EMT, get your EMT. It's fast and you can do third shift because third shift is really the shift that's ideal for me anyways because of my family. And I'm like, you know what? With the luck I got with school, Harper Hospital was shut down. People were rolling out
The hospital.
carts and IVs because I'm there. And that's the luck that I bring whenever I go anywhere. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done.
I don't understand why we gotta pay for school anyway.
And then I'll think about school later.
They complain about people not wanting to better themselves, not being able to get good jobs, but don't nobody got, I've been lucky and blessed that my job pays for my school. Because I wouldn't be able to pay for school.
Can I ask you this? Does your job tell you what you should major in?
No.
So
it used to be like that, but they changed it. Now you can major in anything you want, and my job pays for it 100%. I've been in my job
too, and now
12 years.
They'll pay for it 100% as long as you pass the course.
And I've been slacking. Like, all these years, I could have had my doctorates like 5 times over.
Yeah.
But, I was young, and I was... procrastinating, and now.
But you also had a kid, and that takes a lot of your time. I get
ended up having a kid. You're right, and so I would say maybe I'm like 3/4 done of the way.
But you're technically starting with a new major, so you're gonna have
a new major, but I'm
new requirements, right?
Most of my classes, if I'm not mistaken, can
Can roll. The thing is, yeah, but you'll have to see
what
the major that you're picking when you work with an advisor. You want to work to see which classes satisfy what requirements, so that you can make a plan of what you're going to do next. Exactly. Now, the question for you was going to be: are you going to go full time?
I can't. I wish I could fucking go
So how are you gonna? What are you gonna do? A class here and a class there?
I'm gonna have to, like I've been doing at this other school. Just
I would say, like, if you're gonna do 8-week semesters, there's 8-week classes. So I would say, if you want, you can bang out 4 classes a year by doing 1 8 weeks and another 8 weeks. And then, but it just depends on the class. Like, some of the classes get hard. Some of the accounting work is ridiculous, like so ridiculous. I don't even know how I passed, to be honest. But most of the work is relatively basic. If you have a basic comprehension of what goes on in the business world and you do a little bit of reading, then you'll be fine. It's not hard. It sucks when you have to write an 8 to 10 page paper.
It's just like, and the thing about these schools, and that's the thing, like, they make you take unnecessary classes. Like, this is what I'm going for. Give me the classes that's going to teach me a thing or two about the thing that I want to get a degree on. Like, there's no reason.
But this is why I like what I did.
I hate when they make you take English. Like, did I not just do 6 years in elementary of English and then 2 years of middle school English and 4 in high school? Why the fuck do I gotta do it again?
I mean, I get it.
Right, like you have to take a humanities class. Take anything to why? I don't want to take anything. I don't want to pay you money to take a humanities class if that's not gonna do anything for me.
Yeah, well, I think you've taken a lot of your gen ed courses. You probably won't have to do any of that bullshit going. Like, for me, I took all the courses that I needed to take at UConn. When I went to Charter Oak, I was fine. All I had to do was take the courses for my major.
Right, and that's what I'm hoping that this school will look, because, I've already got quite a few credits under my belt that I don't have to, go through that. So we'll see. But that's the plan for me,
But when are you going to apply?
Well, Monday's payday, so,
Let me know throughout the entire process if you need my help with anything. Like, I know it, so let me know. And I just did it last year when I applied for my master's, and I eventually dropped out because I couldn't do it, but I know the process.
But that's pretty much it. I haven't done anything these past 2 weeks.
A lot of group work, bitch.
A lot of what?
A lot of group work.
See, that's what I don't like. I don't. Yeah, I'm more of like a solo. I don't want to work.
I'm a
with
solo
people.
artist. I don't do groups.
It's true though. Like, I'm not here to do group projects. Just let me do me.
Well, but think about it. In the workforce, when you're in the workforce, you do a lot of group projects. So I can understand why they do that.
I get it.
They're preparing you for that.
I don't want to.
I know, but then you don't want this degree.
That's my problem.
Is there a degree where I can, like, come to work and, like, not deal with bitches all day and, like, fuck around? Can I just, like, do what I want to do?
Right. Like, I just feel like with school, it's a lot of time wasted. There's like, if it was like with those trade schools, this is what you're going for, this is what you need to do.
So then maybe that's what you need to do.
I don't want to go to a trade school.
Well, the thing is, you're looking to get a degree so you can have a degree under your belt. You're going to have to do some shit you don't want to do. But the good thing is, I've already gone through it. So it's not like you're alone. You know what I'm saying? I still have all the shit that I have. Like, literally, the classes should be the same.
Right, exactly.
So I think you should be fine. My favorite class, oddly enough, was biology. I had to write a single paper each week for 8 weeks. And then at the end of the 8 weeks, write a 5-page paper, right? About any of the topics that I did throughout the first 8 weeks, and just expand upon it. But it was nice because I got to learn a bunch of shit that I wasn't really, like, checking for.
Right.
It had nothing to do with business, but I liked it. I liked the American government class because it was around the... it was happening around the same time as the 2012 elections.
I would love to go to school to be like a history teacher. Like, that's history interests
Well, I mean, look at the website and see if that's a major that you can do something in.
Yeah, but that requires you to have to be around a whole bunch of snotty little kids.
Not necessarily.
I mean, I would rather be like a high school teacher. Like, if I ever went down that road.
Them boys are not going to leave you alone.
Well, why don't you talk to Vanessa?
Not gonna leave. You know what? They all gonna have straight A's.
Talk to Vanessa Cruz.
Hop into the school system.
She's a math teacher. I know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even though she's a math teacher, she can tell you what she did to get there, because you gotta get your bachelor's. That's the thing. Like, it's not just enough to get your bachelor's and go to a school. You gotta get certified.
Right, like associates nowadays, it's like having nothing. Like, you need an associate's to mop floors.
You might as well.
That's honestly, seriously, you need an associate's to mop floors. That's kind of where life is now.
Yeah,
it means nothing.
It's hard, and the thing is, because there are so many people looking for jobs that it's more competitive now. Like everyone's got a bachelor's, everyone's got a master's. Like you got to set yourself apart
exactly
with different skill sets. Like you're bilingual, so that's already a plus. Whatever diversity you bring to the table, you're a young woman. That helps. So yeah. What is this feedback bullshit that we're hearing?
Right, that is that C-Town connection.
That they want you to go to school and get these, associates and bachelors and stuff. But then when you go apply for jobs that has nothing to do, but sometimes they don't even want to hire you because they say that you're overqualified. What do you mean overqualified?
Really, what that means is
means
they don't want to pay you because they don't have enough money in their budget.
But it's like, what the hell? I know what the pay is. I still applied. I need a job.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Chipa, what have you been doing?
Chipa,
Absolutely not a motherfucking thing. Whatever Vanessa does is what I do.
That is true. That is true. We do nothing together. We're we're really boring. I think that, you know what? I think this is why, like, I don't have a boyfriend. Because I'm boring. I'm afraid that people are going to think that I'm boring.
But when you had a boyfriend, you would do things.
You know what, though? Yes, but I felt... Not that I was pressured, but I felt like I had to force myself to
do things
right. When I would honestly rather...
You're a homebody.
I'm such a homebody. I would rather do nothing and do nothing.
Well, then let me ask you guys this. Do you guys have any interest in doing things spontaneously?
Absolutely, but my bank account...
the way my bank account is
set up. Right, Chifa?
Yeah. We have thoughts. We talk about the things that we would like to do. Are they a reality? No.
But, okay, so... Did you get September 30th off, bitch?
Yeah, this is how my job is set up.
Because let me tell you something, like when those tickets come up, they're gonna get sold out quick. And if bitch, we're waiting on you, and then we're sold out, we may be going without you.
This is the thing: if nobody works for, like, the day's not available.
I'm sick, bitch.
There haven't been any days available since months ago.
Yeah,
that's how, because the type of department that I work in, everything,
I get it.
But Saturdays is, that's. Almost never.
Let me ask you, did you ask anyone yet?
I have not.
Okay, so what the hell are you waiting for?
You know why? No, because I was supposed to do that yesterday, and I only worked half a day yesterday.
Where are your priorities?
Listen, at 11:30, the only thing my department saw was a dirt behind my tires when I took the fuck off. You understand? They just saw a cloud of smoke. Where's Vanessa? Oh. Yeah. So,
you see that little dot in the horizon? That's her day. She just took that left.
So I am going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I got to find out who's working weekends in September. No, actually, no, who's not working weekends in September.
And see if
that's what I need to know. And see if they would work a Saturday for me. Which is, again, almost, because I have to try to take Saturday, July 22nd off because it's the family reunion. You think I'm going to get that day off in the summertime, July, when everybody at the beach?
Listen, if you got to perform sexual favors to get what you need to get.
Whose balls do I have to founder up in this bitch to get a Saturday off?
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm just moving the chair because I feel like I'm so close.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because it was announced that on September 30th and October 1st, which is a Saturday and Sunday, RuPaul's Drag Con or Drag Convention will be in New York City.
I gotta be there.
It is the first one. And so I'm really down to go, but like I want to make sure that you guys are available to go.
Because the thing is that I got.
Hey, I'm going. Fuck Vanessa. She can't go. Fuck it.
I got Sunday off, but I don't want to go Sunday. I don't want to go Sunday because then Monday morning you gotta go to work.
Well, here's the thing: it's always quieter the Sunday, but that means you might see more. You might meet more.
So what are you saying?
So I don't know what I'm saying. I know there's going to be fucking...
What are you telling me, Ian?
I'm thinking Saturday because it's going to be where the most people are.
That's when Sunday, anxiety kicks in, though,
right.
too.
But then we might do Sunday, but there's a possibility that Sunday there may not be as many people there.
As many people like the drag queens?
Yeah.
Right, because they're like, you know what? No.
So it depends on, like, who are you looking to meet?
Listen, if Valentina ain't there, I'm going to throw a bitch.
She's going to be there. So if you want to for sure meet her, then what we need to do is get VIP tickets. And those are the tickets that are expensive. So I will splurge on them, but you got to be available for that day.
All right, so check it. Tomorrow I'm going to send this email out And see what they say. And just see what they say. It's not available. I can't take it off. The only way I'm able to go is if somebody swaps. But this is the thing.
Cough, sniffle, sniffle.
I can't cough, sniffle,
If you ask for it.
Right, I'm already sending an email to people saying that I need this day off. So if I don't come in because...
But,
bitch,
okay, so let me ask you this. Are you sending a group email?
Right, to everybody that has a day
Why?
off. Because
Why can't you email specific people and that way you can use cough,
I
sniff,
don't
sniff?
want to pinpoint people and put them under pressure, like,
Let's fuck that.
Because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me. Don't email me directly because then you're putting me on the spot.
So what? No, I don't have availability. Sorry, bye.
I know, but it's like, come on. In September, you can't tell me you don't got that day available. This is in September, bitch. What are you doing on September, the 29th?
The 30th.
The 30th.
I'm going to drag car.
No. I'm saying if somebody said that they're tied up.
Right. Like, what are you doing?
Right. I know you lying. So now it's like.
Well, then at least you know.
Okay, Karen. All right, remember this.
Karen. Then you know that a couple people can't do it, so then you can cough, sniff, sniff. Just gotta hope and pray your mom don't know. She might be pissed. Because I really would like to go, and the thing is, I would really like to do the VIP tickets only because I know how many people they're going to be. Right. And the VIP ticket gets you to cut in line.
But you gotta pay to take a picture, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay, because I need a picture with Valentina.
Yeah. Well, that means you also gotta dress the nine.
I was just gonna say, which means I gotta look phenomenal.
Because she's going to outdo the world.
Exactly. And I need her to know that I'm up on her level. I need Valentina to know that I can roll with the punches. You understand? That I need Valentina to know, okay?
What if Ozza came up to you and was like,
starts tomorrow?
Right. Tomorrow is Diet Central.
Bitch, I've heard that so many times.
If I had that for the past 6 years.
I guess speaking of Drag Race, Chiba, have you been watching?
No.
I mean, log off. You
like,
want to hang
know
her up.
What? I'm going to hang you and
Bye,
your C-Town
Chiba.
connection up.
Fuck you.
But we've been watching.
Uh-huh.
And the last episode was the Snatch Game. And the one before that was what?
You know what?
Snatch Games happen? Okay, I'm watching it.
I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest.
Honestly,
I didn't like it
I was
at all.
underwhelmed.
There was nothing. I think the only person that was really funny was Trinity.
And she was all right. Liza Minnelli one. That was Alexis.
She did a good
Why
job.
are you so far away from the mic?
I'm sorry. I'm just getting antsy, right?
Right.
She
did a good job, but to me, it wasn't as funny as other seasons. Right. Like last year with Bob the Drag Queen, that shit had me cracking up. And the year before that with Kennedy Davenport and Ginger Minge had me literally in tears.
Which is the one where it was, I know Cher is played out, but who was it
that was Chad Michaels.
Yes, and then every minute had a different wig.
Last year,
was funny. I remember that.
Hilarious.
Last year, Bob the Drag Queen changed characters like midway. Exactly. So most people have problems doing one. He did two.
See, this year just wasn't funny.
But like, I was disappointed with Pheromone because she did DG Gorgeous, and I felt like she could have made it funnier, and she missed an opportunity.
I was like, how's she gonna play that? How's she gonna make that funny?
What is going on?
Chipa, I can't
Chipa,
with
good night.
you
Goodbye.
The static.
We'll talk to you later, Chipa. It was great seeing you.
Hello?
She's not paying attention.
Hello?
Bye.
Okay, we just gonna slide her over here. I don't know what the fuck she doing.
She wasting your free minutes.
You is wasting my free minutes, you bitch.
You know what? Fuck you.
It's a lot of static.
Slap you and then slap your son.
There's a lot of
Damn.
a static going on over there.
But yeah, Snatch Game was this past week, and next week, or actually no, not next week.
Chipa, you know what? I think it's because we're FaceTiming. Why don't you call me and I put you on speaker?
Yeah, I feel like that would be better.
I think that's what it is.
That's probably what it is because the connection
the FaceTime is just too much. Oh, damn. Okay, hello?
Ugh.
Are you underwater,
Chipa,
bitch?
are you
What
eating,
is going on?
Are you like chewing rocks?
I don't know. you closer to C-Town than I am, bitch.
Wait, do you got me on speaker?
Yeah.
That's the problem. You can't have me on speaker.
Take her off speaker.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of y'all fucking issues.
Chipa, take me off speaker and then let's see.
Hello? Hello?
Are you on speaker?
Hello? No.
You're not?
Bye.
Chipa, this is an
This is
embarrassment.
not working out. I feel like we're wasting time.
Okay. Remember that you live down the street from P-Town. I don't. I can have some problems. Okay?
I don't hear the static anymore though, like
Call
that.
me and see if maybe that'll help.
Put her near the thing.
No, you're good, Chipa. So so what were we talking about?
We were talking about Snatch Game and how underwhelming it was. But this Friday, they're gonna start with the mini challenge where they read each other.
Okay, you know what? People were excited about that.
Yeah.
Like they're glad that because they stopped it, right? Or something.
No, they always did it.
Okay.
But it's one of the things that people look forward to each year.
Okay.
The thing is, I mean, when I look at the season entirely, I like it a lot. Mm-hmm. My front runners right now are Shea Coulee. I like Trinity, but I'm living for Valentina. I really am.
She can do no wrong in my book. She honestly cannot.
Did you see the thing I posted on Facebook, the SNL skit where the mechanics, Chris?
Yes, I thought I tagged you on that. No, I saw it on Facebook, and but it wasn't so
hilarious,
funny.
Right? Exactly.
Yes, it was. It was very funny.
So that's our Drag Race recap the past 2 weeks. What else
okay,
to talk about?
Have you guys heard of the Bow Wow challenge?
Okay, I didn't hear about it until you pointed it out to me, but I know what he did.
Me too. I was trying to figure out, okay, what did he do to deserve this? So finally, I looked it up. Yo, Chipa, do you know what the Bow Wow challenge is?
No.
Well, first, let me just say that every couple years he announces his retirement from music, as if we already didn't make that decision for him.
And I'm like, but you act like you retiring from some big music.
No one's been checking for you for like decades. Like, so why do you feel like you have to announce shit anymore?
Right.
Like, no one cares.
We're coming out with a #1 album, a #1s.
Yeah, like, why? Really? I don't know if anyone that really cares.
Right, like.
But, so what had happened was, Chipa, was he was flying from, I don't know, he was flying somewhere.
To New York.
I guess to New York or to LA or whatever. He posted a picture of a private jet with an expensive car next to it. And then the caption was like something about flying to New York.
Right, for a press conference or something
something like that celebrities do. Well, then, like the same day, there's a chick on a commercial flight that sees him, takes a picture of him, and is like, wait a minute, he's tweeting about being on a private jet, but he's literally on this flight with me.
Right, with a whole bunch of other people. So now the Bow Wow challenge is to post a couple of pictures, but the first picture being of you being, I don't know how you explain it, being bougie with something. So like, for example, there's one picture where this guy has like a toy car and he takes a picture of it up close to make it look like it's a big car, and he's washing his car, and then the next picture is him backing up, taking a picture of the same car, but it's a toy car. So in other words, is you making it seem like am I explaining it right?
Yeah, you are. It's actually really good. You're making it seem like...
you're doing big things when you're not?
Exactly. Okay. So it's so funny. So another picture that I saw was this girl standing, and I guess she put shoes on her hands, like men's shoes, and you could see her feet, and then her hands with the men's shoes in front of her feet, saying, I'm with Bae, and then somebody backed up and took a picture of her with her hands in men's shoes. I don't know how to explain it. It's just hilarious.
I get what you're saying.
So it's the Bow Wow.
All this fronting for the internet is just...
Exactly.
It's at an all-time high.
Exactly.
And I see shit like that. Like, the funniest shit I think I've seen was this big girl who... She was really pretty, but a little too much Facetune on the waist. But you couldn't, like... She snatched her waist down to, like, nothing. Which looked crazy, but the shadow was still big.
Yo, I saw one. I was looking through so many today. There was one of them where they were watching the game, a baseball game on TV. And it was a big TV. So what this girl did was she was holding her iPhone. She was holding her phone like she was looking through her phone, but she was in front of the TV. So it looked like she was at the game.
Yeah. But she was just...
Somebody took a picture of her in front of the TV, but you couldn't tell that it was a TV, so it looked like she was in the stadium, just flipping through her phone, and then the next picture was of somebody backing up, taking a picture of her in front of the TV doing it. It was hilarious. It was so funny. You got to look through it. When you get a chance, hashtag Bow Wow Challenge. It is so funny. Imagine how... And he still left the picture on there. The one of the jet... The private jet.
I just don't understand why.
It's still on his page, and I'm thinking, okay, he left it on there because if he takes it off, then obviously,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So he's leaving it like, fuck them, I'm gonna leave it on here. So
he just don't have to take that long.
Funny, it's hilarious.
But that's just, like, why is he a thing?
No, he's a good actor. I gotta give him that. He does a lot of those. He was in a Medea movie, right, Chipa? He does
I remember he was in a Medea movie with what's her name, Tiana Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, she was the Ratchet Baby
Byron.
Yeah.
I remember.
He's a good actor because then he was in the Tokyo Drift. The Fast and,
when I think actors, I'm not like Shad Moss doesn't come to mind.
I know, but he's good at acting. It's not like
I guess.
It's corny. But
he's corny. That's the end result. Like, to me, he's corny. He's always going to be corny, and that's the bottom line.
He's so cute, though. He's cute, though. I think he's a cutie.
That's debatable. Why do you move her over?
Because she said she'll be right back.
Oh, fuck her.
So we don't hear the commotion. So honestly, this week I guess we don't really got much of a update. And then Chipa's not here. While she's away, I'll talk shit about her. Chipa's not here because no, I'm joking. No, she can't be here because
commitments and
exactly. So she was able to, but I don't think I like this.
No, I feel like she needs to be here for this to like really work.
Absolutely, yeah.
I guess we'll see when we play it back and we listen to it. But I would rather her here because if not, then we can just have our own dialogue.
Yeah.
Because I don't want it to play back and it be a hot mess and you can't understand her, but we can hear her and no one else because it'd be like, what was the point?
Exactly.
I guess if we're talking about the news, the FBI director, James Comey, was fired by Trump yesterday.
Okay, but did you see the memes already?
No.
Because Instagram don't waste no time.
No, there's a meme of Trump holding his finger to his head that says, you can't get investigated if you fire the FBI director.
Exactly, just like that other meme. Instagram don't waste no time, but...
Is anyone surprised?
Exactly.
Is it shocking? Yeah.
Exactly.
Is anyone surprised? I'm not. At this point... The only thing that would shock me is if he stepped down from power.
Exactly.
And or killed himself.
But hey, this is a president that you guys voted for, so...
We say you guys, but we're talking about MAGA white people.
The ones that voted for him.
I'm at the point that no matter what the hell he does, his supporters are not going to give a flying fuck.
Right. He can do no wrong in their eyes.
He can do no wrong in these dumb-ass supporters' minds.
Well, you know what's funny though? There was when the House passed their shitty healthcare bill. Mm-hmm. Now it's in the Senate and it's going to get dismantled. But when it was passed in the House, this guy in Connecticut tweeted, "I'm so disappointed. I voted for you. Now you're going to take away my healthcare." And then the internet went in on him on Twitter because they're like, he's literally been campaigning on repeal and replace Obamacare since day one.
Where were you?
How's it that you're surprised?
Exactly. And so you know what? That's just kind of how I feel about
unfortunately, that means that a lot of people will lose their health care if it gets passed. I don't think it will. I think, when all is said and done, it is here to stay. But the fact is, they're gonna try and they're gonna try and try because that's what the fuck they've been campaigning on.
Exactly.
So when you're worried about Muslims and you're worried about gays and you're worried about anyone that doesn't look quite like you, know that at the very end of the day, the only time Republicans give a fuck about people's lives is when they're in utero, and as soon as they're fucking born, they don't give a fuck anymore because they're trying to take away your health care and your food stamps and your food and everything else.
Yeah.
So good job. Keep it up.
Good. Exactly. God,
he's just so gross. He looks like a fucking... He looks like a... I don't even know what he looks like anymore. I don't know. It's almost depressing to talk about it.
It really is.
It's only been 100-something days. And it feels like it's been a fucking lifetime.
Right. And so we got, 3 years and
7 months
to go. And that's if he doesn't, get voted again. Because
right.
Like, it's just...
Because God forbid if we get another 4 years of this bullshit, like,
it's
come
just,
on.
It's...
That's kind of another reason, like, I'm with someone who's very political, and he's really stopped talking about it because he doesn't want to think on that wavelength, but, like, I see it everywhere. I see it at work. Like, we've been talking about diversity and inclusion more than ever at work, and it was funny, we had a couple weeks ago, we had a meeting in Chicopee with all the managers in the business. And we had an outside in Chicopee. We had we had a lady who's a consultant in this group talk about diversity and inclusion. And she came over to me randomly. She's like, would you mind if I asked you to stand up? I want the crowd, like, to see you. And first I'm thinking, like, what? And I didn't realize this, but she had me stand up and join her in the front of the room. Now, we were being broadcasted in Boston, in Phoenix, in North Carolina, and, of course, in Chicopee. And the reason she had me stand up is because when you look out to the sea of people that work as managers, there's no one that looks like me.
Yeah.
So it's a white sea. And I don't really think on that wavelength because I'm just there to work.
Yeah.
But it's funny that, like, I literally got up there with the intention to be like, hey, like, this is how I'm different from this lady.
Yeah.
But really the exercise was to show how I'm so much different than everyone else and how we really should be changing our mindset to hire people that may not look, act, think the way that we do.
Yeah.
Because you've always been told, treat everyone equally. Treat everyone the same. That's actually not a really good thing. Think about it this way. And Chipa, you know this from having a disabled child yourself. Diversity and inclusion are two different things.
Yep.
You know, we can have a diverse family like we do today. We've got light-skinned people in our family. We've got very dark-skinned people in our family. We've got every color in the rainbow in our family. And we've got different kinds of privilege. We're able-bodied, whereas as Chipa's daughter may not be as able to do certain things because of her spina bifida. So if I'm scheduling a meeting with people on my team, I can't treat them the same if I know I've got a disabled person on the team.
Right.
So I got to be conscious of how there's different people that have different conditions or different needs so that I'm not excluding people from things. Like, I can't set up a meeting and say, we're going to stand outside for 2 hours and talk. Maybe it's going to hurt the person that's got severe sciatica. I don't fucking know. But the thing is, we got to get to know and honor the differences, maybe even celebrate what they are so we know how to move forward in life.
Exactly.
It was funny because of course, again, you hear the whole, we should treat everyone the same, but that's not really what we should be doing. We should be treating them honorably, but we should be understanding of the differences and working with the people so that we can get shit done.
Yes.
I mean, I think that happens everywhere. It even happens in school. I mean, there's a lot of things that Amaya's not able to do in gym that she has to sit out because of her physical disabilities. And, and it's sad that she can't.
And how does that make her feel?
I'm sure singled out. I'm sure, you know what I mean? Like,
she does get frustrated. I mean, you know, there's things that they do that, you know, they have the rock climbing and all that stuff. And there's stuff that, you know, she can't do physically, you know? Like when they run the mile and all that stuff, like she can't really do that. I mean, she walks, she runs. I mean,
but as a parent, though, do you ever go to the school and say, "Hey, I understand that she's not able to do certain things, but do you have alternatives for her?"
I'm actually in there a lot, especially when she just had her surgery, where she was in a wheelchair and stuff like that. There was a lot of things that she couldn't do. Even more so because she wasn't on her 2 feet. It's just, at the end of the day, it's just, they'll end up giving her something different to do, but it's like she's doing something different than everybody else. And that's what's frustrating, is that I try to build my daughter's confidence in telling her that, yes, although there's certain things that you can't do, you're still normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're still normal. You're still just as smart as everybody else. You're still, you know, just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, because I don't know, I'm biased. My daughter's gorgeous. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing, let me stop being a hater. Get out of my room. No, I heard that. No, you're
that's her oldest son. He's 13?
Yeah, he's fucking with her.
13. He always, I swear, them two right there, they don't get along. I can't. But, yeah, I mean, I have to constantly remind her, you know, she always says, Mom, I can't do this, and Mom, I wish I was like this, and Mom, I wish I didn't have to have this, and why couldn't I have, you know, why couldn't it have been, you know, Malik or Savannah, why it had to be me? And then these are conversations that I have with her, they're like so difficult. It's like, how do you explain to a kid? How do you explain that?
Right.
I mean, I think the only thing that you can say is that, as long as she acknowledges that her differences don't make her less than anyone else, she really, your job as a parent is to really celebrate that for her so that she can be convinced that her differences are honored.
The only thing that gets through to her when I talk to her about things like this is that I tell her, God made you this way. He made you this way because he knew you were strong enough to deal with it, and because you were going to help other people who are struggling with it to overcome their issues like you did. You know what I mean? So you're going to be the one that's going to be able to help the next person that's crying because they can't. Because they're not the same as everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing.
That's the thing that we deal with where they can't, where she can't do things like other kids or, kids, bullying her, talking about her. You know what I mean? Like, that was a really big thing that, I had to go through where the school hated me and I don't care. I was in there almost every damn day. I was going to get banned one time because I don't care. They had the police was there. They were ready to take me out. I don't give a flying fuck. Listen here, I am my daughter's best advocate. I am her only advocate. I'm the only one that knows what the hell she's missing.
Right.
Because I've been with her every step of the way.
Well, that's the thing, Chipa. It's a blessing, but it's also kind of a burden as well because you have to work extra hard to convince people that she should be looked at as human.
So bad because it's like she's still at a young age where she can't defend herself. So it's like I have to be the one to defend her, and it's like it comes to a point where it's like I try to do things, politically correct and in the nice way, and it's like sometimes I have to get out of character, and it's to get out of character, man. I have to get out of character because they don't take you seriously until you're pissed off.
Yeah.
So I hear you. You know what I went through with that other shit. It was the worst experience of my life, and I'm so glad that she's out of there.
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard, but
yeah. But I mean, it's a necessary thing to have to go through.
What I'm talking about. My daughter has spinal bifida.
What was that?
Ventriculomegaly.
Oh, in case people don't know
a lot of stuff.
What she's going through. Her daughter has.
Yeah, my daughter, my middle daughter, she has spinal bifida and ventriculomegaly. So.
But the doctor said that when she was born, she wasn't going to be able to walk. She was pretty much going to be a vegetable. And look, she is walking with her braces.
Right, she's defied basically all the odds.
Smartest, if not the smartest in her class.
Does it all.
So.
And the thing about her that I've noticed is that she's really strong and resilient. Like when she was in her wheelchair and when she's had her surgeries, she doesn't come across as the complaining type. She understands what's going on with herself. And yeah, does it hurt? Does she probably whine a little bit? Sure, like any other kid would. But she's not stopped by it. She was dancing with the other kids in her wheelchair. Like she's not limited by something that would limit most people. She continues to push forward. And that's a strength that people will never understand until they're put into that situation. So the fact that she's knowing, or rather learning that now, and you're there coaching her through it, means that when she gets older, she's going to be that much better off because of it.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, I tell her a lot. I'm like, girl, I get that you want to do this and you can't do this, but you need to understand that you wasn't even supposed to do this. You know what I mean? Like, you were supposed to be literally completely and 100% dependent off of me.
Yep.
So the fact that you can do what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And then I show her other pictures of other kids, and I show her, the Spinal Bifida Association that I follow on Facebook and all that stuff, and I show her other people. I'm like, Amaya, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you have your issues, but it's like, you could have had it worse.
Right.
Your condition was supposed to be a lot worse. Your condition was one of the worst levels, if not, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a spinal bifida where it's closed, and then there's a spinal bifida where it's open, where literally her spine and her nerves were out of her body, and they had to just push everything in and wait to see what worked and what didn't. It was a waiting game for her. So I'm like, girl, you gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? And there's people in your condition still live their life. Look, these people are married, they're happy, they have kids.
Right.
They're doing big things. This is not gonna stop you. The only thing that's gonna stop you is you. So as long as you don't stop, your body's not going to stop you.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So,
she's a blessed child.
Yeah, that's my headache. That's the one that I tell you is my headache. The one that said that actually if I was pregnant at Walmart. the one that said that it felt like she was camping. That's her.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
My headache, but she's my love.
That's yeah.
She's
So, but really quick, like for those who don't know, what spina bifida is, it's a birth defect where the spine fails to develop properly while in the womb, or the what do you call it? Like it fails to close properly while in the womb. So when Savannah, oh my God bless her. When Amaya was born, she had a hole in her back that was open, and right, Chipa, the nerves and the spine were sticking out. So immediately after she was born, they had to take her straight to surgery to pretty much sew her back up. So
and
you know.
And the thing is with that is that her spine was open. So your brain makes cerebral fluid, and it travels up and down your spine to your brain and go out. Because her spine was open, her skin was open, the cerebral fluid was leaking out into the amniotic fluid. It was just constantly leaking. So they were always constantly monitoring her brain, because they know that a lot of times with spina bifida, you have the ventriculomegaly, where the ventricles in the front of your head and the top part of your head that fills with fluid can get overfilled. But it never happened with her, and they didn't understand why, because they couldn't see that it was completely open until she was born.
Yeah.
They knew that she had spina bifida, they just didn't know how bad.
So she has a shunt in her head she has a shunt that's in her head with a tube that goes all the way down her neck, all the way into her stomach, which drains the fluid from her brain when it gets backed up.
X-rays, I can see all the tubing in there.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to grow with her.
And it's crazy because they put a lot of tubing in her, so that as she gets taller, they don't have to keep replacing the tube. I mean, it's, So she also has, which also causes issues with her kidneys, right? Her kidneys, she has to get catheterized all the time.
For a while.
Let's turn into a medical discussion.
They're at 30 and 40%. So right now, what we're doing is just pretty much just like maintenance. We're just keeping them where they are.
Yep.
Yeah. As long as they don't get any worse, she'll be good. But that can change in a blink of an eye. Like one time we go and they're swollen and they're just like freaking out, and then the next time they go, they're not so swollen. So we're just kind of like trying to keep her where she is, keep her stable, because they're not going to ever get any better than that. They're damaged now.
You know what? She's a blessing, and listen, miracles.
Every day is a struggle, girl. Every day I wake up and I'm scared, because in the blink of an eye, her condition could go from like where she's at good, and then there's been plenty of times where it's just like one day she's good, and the next day they're bringing her to surgery within a week because they have to fix something or take something out or replace something, or they just she's been through I think she's 10 years old. She's had 11 surgeries already.
Wow. Well, you know what? You could tell she gonna be the type that ain't gonna put up with nobody's shit as she gets older. Excuse me? Who you talking to?
You see her attitude? I argue with her like we're too grown up, like back and forth. But I'm like, girl, you only 10 years old, girl.
But thanks for the story, Cheeks.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because it is.
I told you I'm a story. Sometimes it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's heavy, but it's a necessary thing because not a lot of people know it.
Right.
We are approaching. Actually, we just crossed into the 48-minute mark.
Okay, so
I don't know that there's much else to talk about. So I think we'll just end it here and just say thanks for listening. Please make sure that you follow all of us at Slaying the Scene on Instagram, but also on Twitter. You can follow me personally at Goobersnatch. You can follow Chipa at SongbirdLez on Instagram.
We still haven't changed her fucking domain.
No, and she's probably not going to.
Nobody sent any suggestions, and I can't think of one.
We're gonna set you up. We've been saying that for the past
quick and simple.
And you can follow me everywhere at the Vanessa Cruz.
And if you guys have any topics for us to discuss, I think what I want to do next week. I mean, we didn't really have a plan. We just kind of wanted to, catch up and whatnot. Because again, my mind's been crazy with work and shit, so I'm not really in the mindset of podcasting all the time.
Yeah.
But since we are called Slaying the Scene, I feel like we should have a topic. Talk about our perspectives, given that we're three different people, even though we're all related, and then figure out our way to slay that thing, whatever that thing is.
Yeah, I mean, but Anthony, we're all related, but we literally, each of our situations.
Maybe we should come up with like a question to talk about, right? Like, and then like a topic or a question.
Yeah,
like,
but I mean, what I'm
think?
trying to say is that if you guys have any ideas for us to talk about as people that are over 30, one that's currently married, one that's currently divorced, and one that can't keep a man to save her life.
No, it's not that I can't keep a man. Let's clear that up. I don't want a man. It's been what? I mean, how long have I been single? I've been single for what? 5 years? Over 5 years.
Yeah.
And the boyfriend that I had before that was only for 3 months.
Yeah.
So before that, I was single for 4 years. So, and then before that 4 years, I was with my son's father.
I feel like you're proving my point.
I was with my son's father. So it's not that I can't keep a man. It's that I don't want a man. Okay.
Well, either way, if you guys have any topics for us to discuss, we'd be more than happy to do so.
I just had to keep bringing it back a couple years just to. Damn that, but it's true if you think about it. Yo, I've been single for 5 fucking years. That is crazy.
You've been single for almost. You know what, Vanessa? You've been single for almost your entire.
But the thing is, right? That boyfriend that I had 5 years ago for 3 months. Do I even count that? No.
No.
I don't
Which
see why
means
not.
that if I don't count him, I've been single for
that is a
9 years.
That is a fourth of a year. That's significant time.
Yo, that's crazy. You know what? I think that's probably why I don't want a boyfriend, because I haven't had one in so long. Like, what do I do with it? Do I walk it? Do I feed it? What do you do with a babe? What do you do with a babe?
What do I do with it? Do I walk it? Do I feed it?
I wouldn't even know what to do. Right? You it's too much pressure. Get off of me. Get off of me.
It's like, don't touch me.
I
I want you
can't.
to give me attention, but don't give me too much.
I can't have somebody checking up on me, telling me what to do, who I am, who I'm with, and where I'm going. Fuck off.
But why does having a man mean that they
I
have to do that?
don't know. I don't like being checked up
Vanessa
on.
doesn't know what she wants, Anthony. Listen, Anthony. Vanessa doesn't know what she wants. She wants somebody who's gonna give her attention.
It's like,
But don't be obsessive. And she wants somebody that's gonna want to spend time with her and, snuggle or whatever.
to stay away. It's like I want to be alone, but I want somebody to be alone with.
I get that.
You understand?
I am literally the same way. If I'm home, no, seriously though, if I'm home, I don't need you sitting next to me. Go away. But I just like to know that you're there.
Right.
I get it. I understand. I'm with you on that. But there's sometimes I want to spend time with the person.
Right. Like sometimes
Go to the bathroom. Go take a shower or something.
like sometimes like years ago, it was just years ago, and I was like, maybe I should like tell my baby's father to move in, but not as a couple. Just move in. You can still have your girlfriends. Just move in, so I'm not
gross.
So I'm not alone. Is that weird?
Yes.
I mean, obviously that's a fucking hell no right now. But I'm just saying, like, I would be okay with that because I don't want a man, but
you want a roommate?
Like company.
You want a roommate, but that like doesn't invade your space?
I don't know. This is why I'm single.
What she needs is a roommate. She don't need a mate.
I don't want a roommate because I don't want you in. No. Never mind. Scratch that.
That sounds like.
What? She needs a roommate who's just as OCD and just like her.
I don't know. Listen, this is going in a weird direction.
I could have sworn we already said our goodbyes.
And we did. So let's just say goodbye again. All right. Goodbye, guys. Have a great next 2 weeks, and we will catch up with you soon. Au revoir.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.